time to bake some cookies to cure those COVID blues. Now, if you are a fancy gent like myself, it's cardigan time. That brings me to step 1. Put on that cardigan. That brings us to step 2. Tie your hair back, girl. Because nobody wants hair in their baked goods. Step 3. Apron time. This particular apron is from my late grandmother. Whenever possible, I would recommend adding a heartwarming touch to your day. This apron definitely does that for me. Side note, turns out cardigans flatter my arms. I'm not mad at it. Now you're ready to rumble. Time for step 4, ingredients retrieval. Find yourself some all-purpose flour, some baking soda, some salt, some brown sugar, some unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 egg, some vanilla extract, and some semi-sweet or dark chocolate. Now for the steps that actually matter. Grab your 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and put it in a mixing bowl, and then add to that 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then you're going to grab your 1/4 teaspoon of salt, add that bad boy in, grab your whisk this together, give it a nice thorough mix. It's at this point you're going to start thinking about how COVID's not going to be over forever. But what are you going to do? Back to baking. Now, time for that sweet chocolate. I'm using 70% Lindt dark chocolate. Now, through the power of magic and martial arts, we're going to unwrap these and chop them up. Wow, would you believe these special effects? Woo! Go ahead and apply your baking war paint. Quickly realize it looks like poo and wipe it off your face. Grab yourself a second mixing bowl, your butter, your packed brown sugar, and a mixer. Put those all together and mix them up thoroughly. You may notice as you go along that the butter gets packed in the beaters. This is not the time to be licking off those beaters. Save that for later.
Oh, that wasn't even funny.
Now you're going to want to add your 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and your 1 egg. Mix that up pretty thoroughly once again. Your mixture is going to need to be pretty light and fluffy. Now add in your flour, baking soda, and salt from earlier, and knead it in until you have a nice and solid mass of dough. Once that's done, add in your chocolate chips. Stick your hands in there, give them a good mix. Ooh baby, almost time for cookies. Grab yourself a baking sheet and some parchment paper, grabbing a tablespoon and using that tablespoon to pull out 2 balls or 2 tablespoons, rolling them into 1 ball for nice even sizes of your cookie. Now preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and guess what? It's finally time to pop those bad boys in. Now, about halfway through, about 6 minutes or so, you're going to want to rotate them. Once you've done that, put them in for another 6 minutes or so, or until the edges are nice and golden brown, but the tops are not. Now it's time to wait for your cookies. Let your hair down. It's time for a dance party. cookies are done. And there you have it. Kevin's totally original chocolate chip cookies to cure those COVID blues. Now there's only one thing left to do. Eat them all. All of them. Little behind the scenes sneak peek for you. Camera mount number 1. Camera mount number 2. Camera mount number 3. Yeah, so my camera equipment is a wooden spatula held down by a bag of flour, a chair sitting on a table, and a roll of tape on a stack of DVDs. Yeah, work with what you got.